Kottonmouth info, hit him staunch, he's the man!
Yo, Kottonmouth Kings don't stand for a gang. Kottonmouth Kings just let the nuts hang.
One thing I wanted to check out with you fellas is I've been trying to get into like what are obscure some obscure tracks of KMK wise, if it's not just KMK, like what were some obscure tracks that featured some of the guys maybe? What were some obscure tracks that kind of were adjacent, you know what I mean? And maybe they were mentioned, or is there like some beef track maybe that I forgot about or I'm not familiar with or whatever? And so I stumbled upon a few things. One of them I can't find. It was like it was like a cipher. I remember I want to say it was like a cipher, and Johnny Richter was featured in it, and there was like some other bigger names. It was one of those nights, you know what I'm saying? And I don't remember. I can't remember what it was. For the life of me, I looked earlier for a while, and I never did come across it. But one thing that blew my mind is when I was talking to Stack during that whole, debacle or whatever. Um, it turns out he mentioned he was like, yeah, like I've always been cool with those dudes. Like Brad X had me, like Brad X was on the CCS crew track. He did it for free, and I was like, what? You've done a track with Brad X? I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea that Stack Styles had done music with Brad X. And he did. It's a weird track. I don't know if anyone's ever heard that track. CCS Crew featuring Daddy X. Southwest Anthem. The Southwest Anthem from the CCS Crew. Has anyone else ever heard this track? I gotta say, like, uh, let's listen to it. I'm not too sure who else is on it, but I know that Stack Styles is featured. Let me check this out. Let me know what you think.
All whack rappers, please step aside as we glide in, head up,
Listen to that beat.
testing on mine, cause I'm blessed with my rhyme. Step away from the clock, partner, this is our time. This is it, this is our era. Y'all outdated cartoon Hanna-Barbera. Y'all play the victim while we bring the terror. Southwest, put you in a mini skirt with mascara. It's the gunslinging state in the Southwest. The cops wear their vest because this angry youth is spitting your death.
Know who
Laid to rest by the words I placed, I'm hitting
I'm not familiar enough to spot
I'm coming back and I'ma finish it next. You see it's hip hop's critical. Crew, yes, literal. Sickest individuals who be blessing miracles. We won't stop till we on top of the game. We all the CCS crew, so remember the name. This is the Southwest. 2012 is for us. Trust the call and where we ball breaking through with some loss. This is the Southwest. Be eating a dust for lunch.
CCS
All
crew.
of the jokers are just miserable punks. This is the Southwest. The new year is begun. From the east to west and north, even the south has been stung. We live
This
the
is a weird track.
Southwest. Holding the game
Took me a
for
while to find
ransom.
this thing.
Rolling through thick, this is the Southwest anthem. This is the Southwest anthem penetrating your sector.
Okay, there's
The
Stack.
CCS crew with the residential wrecker. The king of all kings is Professor Daddy X. Don't flex with the bass, we making a mess. We breaking the eggs in no nest. Don't test the West. We lay the rest with the rest of your set. No regrets, it's more I bet when you step to these lyrical vets. So bleed respect, so come correct when you're on my deck. Your shot gets wrecked. As extra, bleed respect, so come correct when you're on my deck. Your shot gets wrecked. As extra, X wild certified, organically fresh. Too stoned, I just
Nice.
touched down. Southwest bound, now I'm shining my crown. Got a
Classic,
pound
classic
shipped
brother.
in, straight from El Paso. Feds on my tail from my cannabis castle. I'm a king, bitch, known worldwide for my outlaw status and my renegade rhymes. High times, fool, you know how we do. Border checks on lock, so they let us right through. This is the Southwest, 2012 is for us. Trust the call the way we ball, breaking through with some must. This is the Southwest, haters be eating our dust for lunch. All of the jokers are just miserable punks. This is the Southwest, the new year is begun. From the east to west.
So what do y'all guys think? I think the beat is just so off. It's a little messy. But yeah, I always thought like it's interesting how these dudes popped around, were featured on different things. I know Johnny Richter was a feature on like some Cypress Hill, I believe, something like that. I gotta find that cipher I was talking about because it was pretty interesting. But yeah, CCS Crew. I've never even heard of that. Like, I've never heard of those guys. Um, I hear CCS and I think of like the shoes or whatever. Okay, so yeah, I found that very interesting. If you guys know of any other tracks that maybe we can check out at some point that are a little more obscure, something that yeah, I certainly didn't know about that one. I've never heard anyone mention that track, so it's pretty crazy.